Hello and welcome back to a new Scale 500 news video here on the channel. I'm back from vacation and have a lot of great news coming directly from Herpa because quite early this year Herpa has made the announcements for their models they want to release in November, December, so the 11-12 release batch. So I'm quite excited to see what they have come up with, what models they want to release before the end of the year. As I say, the announcement is quite early this year, so they must be pretty confident that they can manage to get the models out before the end of the year. So let's see what they have come up with. Now, the first model in this batch is, I think, something that will excite quite a few of those African collectors because we are getting an Airbus A330-900 Neo of Air Senegal. I think it is a great looking livery on this aircraft type. For 45 euros retail price, you'll be able to call this your very own. Then a model that we have been expecting, we've already seen the sample model of it and now it is confirmed for the 11-12 release batch, is the Airbus A320 of Discover Airlines. This used to be Eurowings Discover. They were rebranded to Discover Airlines and got a new livery. Now we finally get the first aircraft model in Scale 500 and I'm very happy that it is the A320. Then another release we kind of knew about, but we weren't sure which aircraft type it would be. Herpa had announced that the 11-12 release batch would contain an Austrian Airlines aircraft model, and now we know it is, of course, the Dreamliner. Herpa always goes with these wide bodies, or at least for most of the time they start off with the wide bodies before they go for narrow bodies. We will get the first Dreamliner in the Austrian fleet. A logical model, something I might consider for my fleet, but let's see once the model has been released. But the people down under aren't going completely without a model for the end of the year. However, I don't think it is the model that the collectors from down under would have been expecting. It is a Qantas Link Bombardier Dash 8Q 400 in a special livery. At least it has some additional kangaroos and I think even a little Santa Claus. So an interesting livery, not a livery I have seen before, nor was it the aircraft model from Qantas I was expecting in Scale 500 for this release, but there is more Qantas coming in this batch, which I will mention a little bit later in the video, so stay tuned. Now, what do you think of the models so far? Are there already some there which you say, I can't live without, I just have to get them? Well, why not check them out at the FMB shop? That's where I do all my shopping for new aircraft models because they just genuinely have a really solid and good service. They have fair prices with day one discounts, pre-order discounts and sales throughout the year. And if you pre-order any of these Herpa models, well, you can get a 10% discount if you use the code HERPA10. But now let's see what other models this release batch has in store for us, and if there are more models there that we just have to get. Then, of course, the Condor A330-900 Neo now in the blue livery is coming. This is a model that has been talked about quite a bit at the very latest since the last live stream of Herpa Wings, where they, of course, talked about it, but it was a little bit confusion which Neo they were actually meaning or talking about, if it was the A321 or A330, but it was, of course, the A330. Then this batch will get a re-release or a 002 version of an aircraft model. Of course, it is a Lufthansa model. And for Herpa talking so much about wanting to complete the Lufthansa fleet, I am a bit astounded that they keep re-releasing aircraft that they have already made. Why not fill out some of these gaps that collectors have been screaming about for quite a while? But if you have 45 euros laying around and don't know what to do with it, well, there's another chance for you to get a Lufthansa Dreamliner. Maybe we are even lucky and it will be in the right white tone, which they, of course, have not managed to do so far. Then the biggest topic probably for this batch is the new GSE set from Herpa. They talked about this in the latest live stream from Herpa Wings. It was a bit of a mystery what it would be. They only said it would be at least 10-year-old set with new colors. It is the truck set, the trucks and airport van accessory set to be specific. Now I must be honest here, this is probably for me the least exciting set But on the other hand, any new GSE set from Herpa Wings is most welcome. So if this is just the start, I am happy you can get this for a retail price of 20 euros. Then we have quite a bit of historic models in this batch, actually surprisingly many. The start is made by this Lot Polish Airlines Tupolev TU154M. That can be yours for an official retail price of 38 euros. If that is not your cup of tea, then there are a few other historic aircraft, like for example the next and much anticipated Braniff International Boeing 727-100. And if you couldn't hear my sarcasm in this, well, now I've pointed it out, I guess. This is, of course, in the solid lime green livery, as they call it. For 40 euros, I think that is most definitely a bargain. Again, if you couldn't hear my sarcasm, then I can't help you. If for some reason the Braniff also wasn't your cup of tea, then you have the opportunity with a UPS Airlines Boeing 727-200F in, of course, the standard livery at the time this aircraft was flying around in real life. That will also come at an official retail price of 40 euros and lines up with the anniversary series of the 727 that Herpa, of course, currently is making. But there is also some military aircraft coming for those who like those types of aircraft. The start is made by a Spanish Air Force Airbus A400M Atlas. That has a special sticker with a 50-year anniversary. I don't know enough about military stuff to tell you anything about this logo, but now you know this aircraft model is coming. It is retailing at 45 euros, just like the last scale 500 model in this release batch, which is the US Air Force Boeing C-17A Globemaster 3. This does also come with I guess some kind of special sticker. But again, I know nothing about military aircraft. But now let's get back to the topic of the Qantas, because I'm sure quite a few of you would have expected a different Qantas model than the Dash 8 from Qantas Link. And the model I'm of course talking about is the Qantas Link A220 in the really wonderful special livery, as far as I know, called Flying Art Series. It has another indigenous name, which I cannot pronounce. This aircraft model is coming in this batch, however, as a scale 200 model. This has an official retail price of 100 euros. But the fact that they are making it in scale 200 makes me quite positive that it will be appearing in scale 500 at some point down the line. So let's hope for not too far into next year. Don't forget, on the FMB shop you can pre-order any of these models and get a 10% discount if you use the code HERPA10. So that is the batch for 11/12. What do you say about these aircraft models? The prices seem to be stable, which is a positive. I mean, they're still far too high. There is no discussion about that, but at least they do seem to stabilize. What do you think? Are there any models there which you say, I just have to get them for Christmas? Well, if Herpa managed to release them, of course, in time. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about all that. And of course, if you like this type of content, you're always welcome to hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. And if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? With that, thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again here on the channel. I'm checking out, and bye.